Drifting is so cool. For years, I've admired the way the cars slide across the pavement, almost like they're on ice. But I really can't do too much drifting myself because I don't want to get arrested or crash my car or anything. So I figured drifting was pretty much off the table for me, until I learned about crazy karts. A crazy kart is a ride-on toy with an ingenious three-wheeled design. When you pull the drift bar, it lifts the casters in the back at a 90-degree angle so they can spin freely. These casters allow you to enter into a drift pretty much whenever you want, which is what makes this thing so appealing. This is a really cool go-kart design, but it kind of sucks because it doesn't go very fast, and yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to make it better. As some of you may know, I have already modified a crazy kart, so I sort of have a clue of what I'm doing. However, that crazy kart was a crazy kart V1. In short, the crazy kart V1 was the original design by Razor, and it had countless problems that eventually led to me selling it. When I sold my first crazy kart, I figured I'll probably end up doing this again. So, here we are. In my original crazy kart, I kept the stock motor and upgraded the battery to double the original voltage, which worked pretty well. But for this build, I want to make it less sketchy. So I started grinding YouTube until I found this. Crazy kart enthusiasts have figured out how to use beefy electric skateboard motors and controllers to power their crazy karts. I decided this was the way to go, the main reason being that the electronics they use are brushless. So, without hesitation, I bought a Flipski motor and controller on Amazon. Look at that. Oh my goodness. All these wires. This is interesting. This looks somewhat like the controllers that I'm used to using, but also not at the same. This looks more like an RC controller. You either get a switch or you get a key, and I think I'd probably choose a key so that people don't steal my bike. Exploration speed. This is honestly smaller than I thought it would be. This thing is tiny. Brushless components are better for a number of reasons, but the main difference between a brushless motor and a brush motor is that while brush motors only have 2 wires, brushless motors have 3. Having 3 wires helps the motor to communicate more efficiently with the controller for an overall better riding experience. This is the smallest chain. I think this is a number 25. I am so glad to be rid of this thing. These motors suck. They're terrible. This is gonna go somewhere in there. That should be fun. Make a motor mount for that. Yeah, that'll be loads of fun. What is this? I think I opened this upside down. Battery. But look at that. Look at the battery. 48 volt, 14 amp hour. And a charger. Oh yeah. moment of truth. Did I do this wrong? Well, that turned on. And spin. That does not spin. So I had to use the VESC app to get it to work, but I programmed the controller and now the motor does spin. So battery's at 51 volts. Here's the first test. This is not very fast. I am not impressed. This does not feel very fast. I thought it would feel faster. I want this to rip. Let's just punch it. I do like that. Actually, I think I'd change my mind. It's pretty quick. It has an interesting throttle curve, and I think that's the reason why it doesn't feel super fast off the bat. But I was doing some burnouts right there. Okay, let's see. No, I don't want that. 29 miles per hour. That is that's that's faster than my other one, and it feels really quick. It feels very fast, but you know I want to go faster than that. Brakes would be nice too. I hate how the curve. Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah. That's better. So I just spent what feels like the past year designing this thing in Fusion. This is going to be a battery tray, and you'll see where it goes on the Crazy Cart, but right now I have to print it. Hit export. Then I'm going to open the model in Bambu Studio. Now, one of the cool things about Bambu Studio is that I can send this print directly to the printer without having to take out the SD card. It just transmits over Wi-Fi. And send. So it successfully sent the print job to the printer, and if we come over here, we can see that it's being downloaded from the cloud. Another cool thing about the Bambu Lab A1 is that camera right there. This camera allows you to watch your prints over your phone or laptop, and it can even record a time lapse. My battery tray was kind of a complicated component, so that's why I decided to 3D print it. My Bambu Lab A1 made it extremely simple, just one click and I had a perfect custom piece. Also, the speed of this printer is just something else. This thing prints so quickly. But the best part is that the quality isn't affected at all. Every print comes out looking beautiful. Woohoo! Look at that. This print came out really nice. The quality on this is just astounding. Alright, let's pop this on the Crazy Cart. The pieces I printed out, there are two of them. They go like that. And then the battery sits on top of them like that. I also printed out a ton of accessories for my phone and GoPro using Bambu Handy, the mobile app. Just a few simple clicks on my end, and the printer handles the rest. I printed out a handle for my GoPro because I figured it would be useful, but the thing I was most excited for was this iPhone recording harness. I knew that it would help me get steadier video footage because my hand tends to shake a lot when I'm recording. I also printed out a GoPro mount for my helmet. Oh yes, look at these. Brakes. I didn't really have a plan for the brakes, so I just started doing things.
Holy bro, look at my arm, all that metal. Genuinely thought that would not work, like at all. Huh. Brakes. I now have the brake caliper installed, and it spins pretty freely. I mean, there's a little bit of resistance, but it's not a big deal.
One more thing before I assembled it all. I bought a 47 tooth sprocket because last time it made the crazy cart faster, and I wanted that extra speed for this version.
Now it works. Brakes seem nice. I'm gonna take this for a test ride because I want to see how this runs. Okay, so I both love and hate the brake. It's actually really useful. It stopped me like a lot better than I thought it would. But you have to be going like perfectly straight to use it. Otherwise, you'll like loop out. It's kind of weird. You have to, yeah. I don't know. It seems kind of impractical unless you're like stop. You're done riding and you're just slowing down.
Paint. I had to take everything off the crazy cart so that I could get it ready for painting.
The guy before me went crazy with the stickers, so I got to take all those off before I sand the entire thing down so I can paint it. This took an eternity. This is the upgraded headset that's supposed to completely alleviate the speed wobble. I'm gonna slap this thing on. Wait, I don't remember ordering 3. Okay. Recording.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Timer earlier thing.
Okay.
Swipe up.
Swipe up. 32.
32.
32 miles per hour. That's top. That's not bad. It's better than it was.
Yeah.
Okay, so I kind of forgot how to drift. I had to spend like 10 minutes learning yesterday. Bambu Lab is having a campaign called Let's Make It. You submit your 3D model and you can enter to win from a pool of $100,000 in prizes. It's pretty sick. You should check it out.
It's all about humanity. About humanity.